Are you fed up of using vegetable cutters that are currently available in the market? Then your search ends here. Because today I am going to introduce you to a product which will give you hassle-free operation because it has been designed and manufactured by an engineer who has over 40 years of design and operation experience.
Hello friends, we have just heard how there are problems with the existing vegetable cutters and there is a need for a new cutter. Now I will explain to you more in detail what are the problems and how my new invention, the multi-knife vegetable cutter, solves all these problems and comes up with a good solution for vegetable cutting. Basically, there are two kinds of cutters in the market now. One is the grid type cutter and the second one is the mandolin type of cutter. The grid type cutter is designed for basically cutting slices into cubes and it does it well. And the mandolin type cutter is basically designed to cut thin slices from a potato or an onion, etc. Though it can do other tasks also. But most of us know the most common tasks in the kitchen nowadays are cutting a bunch of okra or beans into slices, easy and fast. And the second job is slicing whole vegetables like potato or onions into slices for further processing. When you try to do these things with the existing grid type cutter or the mandolin cutter, it becomes very difficult and they don't do a good job. For this reason, I have invented and developed the multi-knife cutter, which has also been manufactured by me. This is the 7-knife vegetable cutter, which is a part of the family of 4 multi-knife cutters. And this I call the standard model as it does most of the jobs normally required in the kitchen. As you see here, there are 7 knives in 2 assemblies. 4 at the bottom, 3 at the top. Both move in a pivot fashion and this rod guide is called the enclosure. This is the starting portion of the knives. You put the vegetables here, you bring them down. They are all cut with 7 knives simultaneously. There are many other unique features in this cutter which we will discuss later. But this is how it broadly looks. And does a very good job of vegetable cutting because it has a high lever advantage because the way it is designed. I also request you to note my website multiknife.net, which you can visit and make your purchases online. Even there is an online payment facility. Thank you. Now I am demonstrating how a bunch of beans will be cut. This is a bunch of beans. I am taking them and putting them in the enclosure so that one end is just beyond the enclosure. The extra length rests on the table here. Now I watch it carefully, you have to hold the knives at the top. Try to push it down, not try to pull it to the bottom. You can exert better pressure if you press it from the top. You can hold it on the table or on the top here and bring the knife down. You see, all of them have become pieces in one go, and when the cutting is over, all you have to do is simply tilt the device. You can see all the pieces have come out, and the remaining length of, you have to bring the knife back to the vertical portion. The remaining length of the beans can be put inside and make a second cut to complete the cutting. You can see what requires a 10 to 15 cuts is done in just 2 cuts. All the beans have become small pieces ready for your further cooking. Now I will show you how a potato can be sliced and potato fingers can be cut. This is the potato made flat at the top and bottom. It cuts better if you make it flat, otherwise the knives are likely to bend. I am putting it inside, brought the knives back to the vertical portion, putting it inside the enclosure like this and make it into slices. The first cut makes it to slices, second cut makes it into fingers. Now you see here, it's going down. Just like butter, it has made 7 slices of a whole potato. Now you turn it around, put it back in the enclosure, make one more cut, you get potato fingers. So easy and very less effort. Whole potato is turned into fingers. Now if I want to make cubes, it's one more cut. Brought the knife back to the starting position, put the potato, all the fingers at a time, and bring them down, push them down from the top. You see, the whole potato is turned into cubes. Normally what takes several cuts has become just 3 cuts. First cut slices, second cut fingers, third cut cubes. Stop. Now I will show it to you how effectively the 7-knife cutter cuts an onion. You all know onion is a very hot vegetable. Still, because of the quality of the cutter, the onion is cut easily. You can see it now. Take it to the starting position, put the onion in the enclosure, bring the knife down and press from the top. Don't pull from the bottom. See, it has become slices quite easily. Now I will put them back and cut them at right angle. It will become sticks. I have turned it around and cutting once more. So it has become small pieces onions. So effectively it can cut onions, it can potatoes, it can cut bunches of greens. Practically it can cut all types of vegetables.